is Gunner Peterson. I've been coaching baseball here for 3 seasons, but I'm actually a 2017 alumni at the University of Sioux Falls. I took 5 years to get my degree. I don't know exactly if I understood how important it was to look at the academic side while I was playing baseball. I was primarily a baseball player here, but I wanted to stay in the game because I enjoyed it. It was fun for me, and at the time, I was young and I thought, why not continue to pursue the game from the other side of the ball maybe. And so I enrolled at Winona State University, started my graduate program there, and found it to be a little bit more appealing than the school, so I dropped out after my first year and just pursued coaching full time. Well, I was coaching previously in China for a Major League Baseball sponsored learning academy over there. I was in the summer of 2019, I went over there with the full intention of being there for 3 to 5 years. I wanted to travel, I wanted to experience something new, and unfortunately, COVID happened while I was in China, and they were forced to send the foreign coaches home. When I got back here, there weren't a lot of opportunities in baseball. Schools were shut down, so I took the construction route, carpentry route for a little bit, and Grant called me. I played for Grant for 4 years here. He just said, if you're around and you want to coach, we have some openings and we think you'd be a good fit. So it was a pretty much a done deal after that. I found out about it initially through some resources I developed my first time going overseas to coach baseball. I got hooked up with this current one from an online site called Baseball Jobs Overseas. I thought it was a good opportunity to kind of scratch the travel itch a little bit, and I thought just go for it. It was a similar feeling to the first time I went to China, but I was more familiar with the feeling. I was very nervous and wasn't certain of my actions. Is this a good idea? Is it not a good idea? I've been a bit of a terminal teenager most of my life, so I can be a little bit impulsive, and I thought, you know what? If it feels right in my gut, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get the most out of it, and when I come back, hopefully I'm a better person for it. Primarily, most of the kids we're going to come in contact with were kindergarten to maybe 7th or 8th grade. A unique thing with their school system over there is they're not going to offer as many athletic opportunities. That's something that's a little bit unique to our experience here in the U.S. and more Western-focused academics. They were getting kind of their chance to play sports at those ages, and once you get to high school, you have to be ready to contribute all of your energy to academics. They were just excited, and they were excited about baseball, but I think what they were more in tune with is they wanted to find out who you are as a person, because they had a tough time connecting the dots of why are you here? Why are you here to teach us baseball? And so you kind of got to break it down to them about what some of your personal beliefs are about whether it's travel or sharing baseball with people or volunteer work. It's a nonprofit and they don't work on a big budget. Most of the money they get goes right back to the program, so they had a tough time understanding what exactly was going on there. Why would you give your time away for an entire month to teach us a game we've never heard of? It was fun kind of telling that story to them of, I love baseball, I like traveling, and I'm excited to see you guys, let's do it. And the energy is usually pretty high. The overarching lesson is kind of the same thing I try to teach to you guys is through baseball, what can you learn about yourself, others, the outside world? What unique perspectives can you take in engaging in teamwork, personal courage, commitment? Those are kind of the underlying messages we would talk to them about. They would often ask, am I doing it right? And we would tell them, there's no wrong way to play within the rules. You know, you play however you see fit. That's what sports are all about. That's what baseball's all about. We just try to encourage them, be comfortable stepping outside, your comfort bubble a little bit, and just go for it. Give your best effort. At the end of the day, you hit the ball, you don't hit the ball, the sun's going to come up tomorrow. And if it doesn't, it's not going to be because you dropped a fly ball. Just have fun and give your best effort. That's all we really ask of most baseball players as a coach, I was hoping when I left to go over there that I could come back, hopefully a changed and better person, even in the most minute way, but travel has done that for me in the past, and I was hoping to get a similar kind of experience, and I think in its own way it did. I was there for a month and I had a chance to take in more than just the pyramids and see the main attractions. Having the chance to interact with people and tell them, I'm here for the month, I'm just coaching baseball here, hanging out. People were genuinely excited to share in their culture or their worldview. But sharing in food and cuisine, you often share in a richer part of the culture and individual. And that was my experience in China. It's been my experience in Egypt. When you sit down to share food with someone, the stories come out. Oftentimes laughter comes out. People are more willing to share. And so I took every opportunity I got in that. Most of the time it was over breakfast at a place I couldn't even tell you how to get back to. Eating the food I had never seen, and just talking with strangers I might and probably will never meet again. This girl, Miriam, she's excited and very athletic. She caught on to the game quick, and we had the chance over the course of the month to work with her probably 4 times at her school, and then we did an optional field day where kids could sign up, and if they wanted to join us, then we met at a university there for a field day where kids from all the schools and all the kids from the orphanage came to play. She was the only person to come from her school, had a lot of energy, very excited to play and share the game, because maybe we didn't get to all the kids in the schools, but they were still interested, or they saw us playing, but you could tell that she was also interested in sharing even the small bits that she learned about the game. And you could see immediately, like, this is a coach. Maybe it's not an athletic coach, maybe she's gonna do well in business and she'll be a great leader in business, or whatever it would be. To see leadership qualities out of I think she was in 7th grade, out of a 7th grader in a sport that she's just learning, and now she wants to share it with other people, share her knowledge, and do so in a humble way. She's very kind, mostly worked with younger kids and a lot of the younger girls to share what she knew about baseball so they could enjoy their time. I'm pretty sure I cried over it. At one point, it was like, this is the best. This is why I'm here. It was validating. I don't know the impact I made over there, but I know one girl named Miriam in Egypt developed some of her leadership skills through baseball and working with us. It was a special moment for all the coaches, and it was tough to leave that situation. That was our last day with him, and she was sad to see us go, and I think we were all a mix of like happy crying as we said goodbye to her. You don't always get those experiences, so when they do happen, time kind of slows down and you notice a little bit more around you. Validating is a good word for it.